the Blue Yeti or whatever microphone you're using. If it's a USB, it will automatically come up here. You want to make sure all of that is set the way that you want it to set. Now, don't change anything else. Click Apply. Now, once we're done with that, go to Video. So, here's the deal. Your base canvas resolution is going to be the size of your display. So for me, I have an Asus PQ27. The native resolution for that is 2560 by 1440, so it's about 2K. But I want to scale it down to be 1080p. I don't want to be streaming in 4K. What's the purpose of that? Not many people's going to be able to experience that, and I would highly recommend going down to 1080p to be the minimum, or the maximum, and then if you even need to go down beyond that, 720p is okay, depending on your internet size. So again, the canvas is your display size, the scaled resolution is what the audience is going to see. So all of that's done within video. Now, we could get into like hotkeys, we could get into advanced. Now, basically with hotkeys, like if you want to start streaming, it's really easy to just click the start streaming button, but if you want that to be set up as basically a hotkey on your keyboard, you can do that. Again, add all of this at your leisure if you want to. And then under advanced, we're going to see a few different things. I don't really change anything here because, again, all of this is set up to just work. So I wouldn't change anything here, and then go ahead and click OK. Now, once you have all of that set up, you then go back to your sources and start creating your scene once again. Now, the next source that I like to add is called a display capture. So if you go up here, go to add, and then go to display capture, it's going to allow us to capture our desktop. So for me, I have mine set up as screen capture here, but you go to create new here and then click OK, and that's basically going to allow you to record your display. So I've got multiple displays. I'm going to go ahead and choose the one here, the one that's over on my left hand side, and then click OK. Now, as you can see, this covered up my webcam. Now, sources work very similar to layers in Photoshop. If we go to our sources panel, click and hold, drag that below the webcam, there I am. The webcam is always going to be on top because that's obviously what you're going to want to be on top of your desktop. So once you've got the settings adjusted, audio, video, display capture, all of that's good there. Normally games can just work within display capture. So if I go over here and I go ahead and launch a game. So if I go ahead and launch my battle.net launcher, and then I go and open up a game within the battle.net launcher, then if I open up Hearthstone, basically it will open up on top of the display and it will show me. So if I go here, go to Hearthstone and click play, if it opens up properly, which it should, then we're going to be able to play Hearthstone here and you can see the game. So here's the game, here's my face. We've already got that done with display capture. Now, you may have to, depending on the game, you may have to click add here and then go to game capture. Now, some games, depending on if they go full screen or whatever, it's a little weird. You may have to capture the game with game capture, but for the most part, you can do display capture. I like doing display capture because it gives you a little more control as the person in charge of the screen. So as you can see here now, anything that I do over here on my other monitor with my game, I'm going to be able to see here on top of the live stream, just like you see here. So that's kind of how that works. Now, let's talk about a couple of other things that you may want to add to your scene to kind of give it a little more pizzazz, right? So basically, a lot of people ask me, how do I set up like the Twitch alerts, things like that? I've got a tutorial on how to do that, but that's all going to be done through something called the browser source. So through the browser source, you click that there, and then as you can see mine here, add existing, will be alerts right here, and then basically the alerts, it allows you to capture the live stream just like you see here. So that's kind of how that works. Now, let's talk about a couple of other things that you may want to add to your scene to kind of give it a little more pizzazz, right? So basically, a lot of people ask me, how do I set up like the Twitch alerts, things like that? I've got a tutorial on how to do that, but that's all going to be done through something called the browser source. So through the browser source, now, click that there, and then as you can see mine here, add existing, will be alerts right here, and then basically the alerts, it allows you to capture the live stream just like you see here. So that's kind of how that works. Now, let's talk about a couple of other things that you may want to add to your scene to kind of give it a little more pizzazz, right? So basically, a lot of people ask me, how do I set up like the Twitch alerts, things like
Bitrix 24's unified workspace helps you keep in touch with your team, communicate with colleagues via the instant messenger, connect through.
I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm going to show you in this tutorial today a full overview and how-to video of how to download, install, and use the Streamlabs OBS app, which is currently in beta right now for Windows, kind of as make their lives easy. Encourage you to do so. At Streamlabs in here, and so for me it's YouTube, so I'll just log in with YouTube, make sure I choose the YouTube account that I want to link up, and then once I do that, I allow Streamlabs to manage and do all of that good stuff. And I would encourage you to not worry about that there. I think these guys are definitely trustworthy. So once you've done that, you can see here that you're going to have another option, a big green button in the upper left-hand corner that says download the beta for Streamlabs OBS. So again, once you're logged in, it's going to look like this. But when you are not logged in and you are just at the Streamlabs homepage, you'll see a big green button here. So go ahead and click that green button. I've actually deleted it off my machine so I can show you guys exactly what we need to do to get this guy up and running. So once you've downloaded the beta here and it has basically downloaded all of the pertinent files, click on that guy there, the exe file like you normally would. Go ahead and allow your computer to do that. You're going to see something that looks like this here. Go ahead and click I agree. Choose where you want to install the software on your PC, and then once you're ready, it may go through about a 2 to 5 minute installation your PC to just basically click a little shortcut and you should be good to go. Now, alright, and once you've downloaded and opened the Streamlabs OBS file here and the application is running, you're going to see something that says import from OBS or start fresh. Now, you could import all of your different settings and themes from OBS if you're using the native version of OBS. I recommend clicking this blue button here. If you're following along with me, that's what we're going to be doing. It gives you a clean and fresh start. So once we do that, you're going to see all of the beautiful things here that Streamlabs OBS provides to you. Now, with this version, you're going to see that it looks a lot better than just the native version of OBS. Now, obviously, OBS is free. I'm so thankful for what they're doing, allowing Streamlabs to basically put a new, a fresh coat of paint, per se, on the application. But as you can see here, we have our editor, our themes, our dashboard, and then our live panel here. So obviously, just like with OBS, we have our scenes and sources, which is how all of the magic is going to happen. So the first thing that we need to do is create our first scene, which is already done for us there. And if you want to create a new scene, click the addition symbol here. And basically, a scene is a group of sources that put together everything that people are going to see when they watch your stream. So if you want to say this is stream 1, then that's what you can name your scene. Click done and you are ready to go. But obviously there's nothing there. It's a blank screen. So you need to go up here and add sources. So under the sources panel, same way as if you're adding a scene, click the addition symbol here under sources, and you're going to see a few different things. All of these are fairly self-explanatory. Image, browser source, image slideshow. All of this good stuff. We're going to add a display capture, which you guys pretty well know what a display capture is. We're going to go ahead and add that source now. And once you've chosen your monitor, like I did, you're going to see here the YouTube channel that I have here. This is my monitor. You can.
Huh?
You see my mouse moving now, so that's kind of what we're going to be recording. Let's go ahead and add a webcam. So click the addition symbol there next to sources, and then go to video capture device. Now, if you are a longtime OBS user, all of these things are going to look familiar to you. If you're not, hopefully this is much easier than if you would just go and use the normal OBS, I guess you would say application. Now, if you do, however, want to check out my tutorial on OBS as well, I'll have that link.
Hả? Hả? Gì vậy? Không có cài. Aman. Wala ka dito. Wala ko tutubi. Nakakatawa wala. Wala lagi. Wait. I want it all day long. Addicted out. Mama. Hello. Ang gusto niya na to. Sige, hilak-hilak. Sana ko ninyo na hilak-hilak. Oh. Away manta. Away manta. Okay. Okay, wait. I will end the live stream just for a while. Okay. Hold the live.